My Sultan, if the wife of Abu Hassan Harakani, Hazrat Lady, had not tormented him for years, if she had been a companionate spouse, would Islam have reached even larger masses? They ask whether the fact that the spouses of the friends of Allah are like this is within God's will. Look, you know me, I don't beat around the bush on this subject. Let me tell you about two incidents. One of them is about Abu Hassan Harakani, may Allah have mercy on him. It is said that when he stood for prayer with his disciples and said Allahu Akbar, both he and his disciples could see the Kaaba. There are such friends of Allah as well. One day the disciples came to the house of Abu Hassan Harakani and said, "Dear mother, where's our Sheikh? To hell with your Sheikh and to hell with you too. What are you even seeing that man that you keep following him around like this?" She started scolding them, he says. Anyway, he had gone towards the Hackler area to Mehmet Hoka's place. So now the disciples headed in that direction, and then they looked up. They saw that Hazrat Abu Hassan Harakani was riding on top of a lion as if it were a horse, and in his hand he held a huge snake. He was using it like a whip. When the disciples saw this, they got really scared. He says, they thought, what on earth is going on? Now look at the Blessed One's words. He gives them the answer. He says, why are you so surprised? He says, because I was patient with the cat at home, Allah has put this lion under my command. Yeah. So you don't just become a saint for nothing. Now, let's see what happens to someone who has a righteous wife. The other one, when he says Allahu Akbar, brings the Kaaba before my eyes, you know. A year passed just like that. His disciple goes to visit him again. In the meantime, his wife had passed away. He had married another woman. The Sheikh says Allahu Akbar. The disciple, neither the Sheikh nor the disciple see the Kaaba. My goodness. He keeps saying Allahu Akbar. There's no vision at all. You know how Levent Kurka would go up to the roof in his pajamas to fix the antenna? How is the new wife? Worse, even worse. After the prayer, the disciple said, my Sultan, what's going on here? Before, when you said Allahu Akbar, the Kaaba would appear right before our eyes. Don't even ask, he says. My previous wife, she used to torment me a lot, just like the wife of Abu Hassan Harakani, he says. Because I was patient with her, God granted me these blessings, he says. She always took care of my needs, wrapped up my provisions, he says. She used to cause me trouble, but now she has passed away. May God have mercy on her. He says, the new wife I married turned out to be a very pious woman. How does she serve? She never hurts me. She also takes care of her own provisions. She hasn't put any burden on me, he says. You know, she treats me so well. Now, because he was patient with the previous one, look at what Abu Hassan Harakani says. He says, because I was patient with the cat at home, God has granted us this lion. He also says she takes care of her own provisions. He says she hasn't put any burden on me, so I don't see anything from her. Now, what more can I say on top of this, right, Mustafa?